In a twist that feels both shocking and oddly predictable, Elon Musk, widely regarded as one of the most powerful figures on the planet, has moved to take over OpenAI through an hostile bid. He is offering a staggering $97.4 billion for a company that pulls in around $3.7 billion, but burns through $5 billion every year. Sam Altman wasted no time in rejecting the bid. And not only did Altman refuse, but he has plans to potentially kill all other emerging AI startups before they even walk their first steps. Sam even countered by proposing to purchase Twitter himself. True to himself, Elon fired back on X, tagging Altman as a financial swindler and mocking him with Scam Altman, which is actually pretty funny. While some people have labeled Elon a financial terrorist, this right here might be yet another of Musk's strategic chess moves in a rivalry that could reshape the tech world for years to come. But Altman isn't exactly the victim in this game. You'll see. Even though he's most definitely the devil in the form of an oligarch, you can't deny Elon's track record. He put pressure to car manufacturers by making electric cars trendy again, put internet into space, and even dabbles around with brain-computer chips on humans. Now, some even say that he's essentially steering the federal government at this point, which would be bad. The one piece Elon doesn't quite have locked down yet is artificial intelligence. He does have his ventures with xAI and Grok, but OpenAI's name recognition is practically universal at this point. Plenty of smaller AIs can offer cheaper or even more advanced services. Yet, OpenAI remains the industry's flagship brand in the public eye. Oh, and of course, Elon wants his baby back. Elon's frustration partly stems from OpenAI's unusual pivot from a non-profit to a cap profit and eventually to a for-profit entity. He once donated $50 million back when it was still a non-profit, a small drop in the ocean of his net worth, of course. But he sees the recent shifts as a form of betrayal. Documents show that Musk even tried to merging OpenAI with Tesla back in the day, aiming to be the one that steers the world toward artificial general intelligence, before suing them to be not that non-profit anymore, obviously. What's intriguing about his latest offer is that it targets OpenAI's non-profit component, which the organization claims to be worth around $40 billion. A valuation that they intentionally keep low as they shift to a for-profit model. Buying a non-profit is normally not possible, but acquiring its assets is. And now we come to the interesting part. One such asset is control over the for-profit side. If the board pegs the non-profit stake at only $40 billion, then Musk's bid, more than double that number, could look pretty tempting on paper. However, this adds a whole new layer of complexity to OpenAI's plan to become fully for-profit. The non-profit side needs a fair compensation for giving up its stake, and a higher valuation makes it harder to justify the ditching of the original mission of helping humanity in favor of maximizing shareholder returns. Microsoft's existing claim on OpenAI's future profits only further muddies the water. While the odds of Musk actually buying OpenAI hover at 3% of betting markets, the Elon versus Altman battle is far from over. With humongous amounts of capital, bloated egos, and cutting-edge technology in the mix, this power struggle could dictate not just the future of these companies, but also the path AI takes and the impact it has on the world at large. But Sam Altman isn't exactly a passive character here. OpenAI is on the verge of rolling out its own custom AI chip, and it recently introduced an AI chatbot built specifically for government use. Also, he has publicly testified before the Senate, urging lawmakers to create a framework for AI regulation. He argues that artificial intelligence is too powerful to be left unchecked, and that government oversight is essential for public safety.
For example, the US government might consider a combination of licensing and testing requirements for development and release of AI models above a threshold of capabilities.
At face value, most of us would probably agree that we don't want unrestrained and potentially harmful AI roaming around. But the problem is, what Altman is proposing includes licensing requirements, compliance audits, and extremely high standards for data security and ethical guidelines. But then again, those sound great in theory, right? But in practice, Only massive companies, think OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, have the deep pockets to meet these compliance costs. Smaller AI startups and independent researchers often operate on a shoestring budget. If heavy regulations pass, they won't be able to afford the compliance fees or the legal teams to handle the paperwork. That is, they will face huge barriers just to get their foot in the door, and many won't even make it past the planning stage. So while these regulations are painted as a way to make AI safer, critics argue that they're really a mechanism to wipe out new competition before they even come to life. This is not just a conspiracy theory. This kind of regulatory capture is common across many industries. Established giants push for rules that seem beneficial for the public on the surface, but conveniently raise the cost of entry so high that only the top dogs can handle it. Sam Altman has repeatedly said he welcomes regulation to prevent misuse of AI. But when you look at the actual proposals, like requiring licensing at multiple stages of AI model development, it's clear that a lean startup with just 3 engineers or so just won't have the resources to jump through all these hoops. To be clear, regulation itself isn't the villain here. Unchecked AI development can be dangerous, but if the regulations are crafted to cater only the wealthiest organizations, it could severely limit competition. So either way, OpenAI is clearly no longer a non-profit for the benefits of humanity. May it be for the high pricing of their newest premium models, their for-profit arm, or the attempts to gatekeep the market from other AI enthusiasts. What do you think? Is this even a real rivalry between Elon and OpenAI, or is there more to it? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Also, I predicted OpenAI to reach market dominance almost a year ago. So if you want to know what's behind the term OpenAI Mafia, you want to watch this one next. Take care.